Have you ever caught yourself constantly worrying about what other people think or getting dragged down by their negativity? Maybe you've even changed your decisions or actions because of how others might perceive you. The reality is, this constant concern about other people's lives or opinions can be incredibly damaging. In today's video, we're going to talk about why focusing on yourself and your growth is the key to happiness and success, and how negative people can silently destroy your potential if you let them. We live in a world where it's easy to get caught up in other people's lives. Social media, gossip, or even the pressure from those close to us can make us lose focus on what really matters, our own path. In this video, we're going to dig into how you can stop worrying about others, how to block out negativity, and how to stay laser focused on your goals. Along the way, I'll share personal stories, insights from great thinkers, and actionable strategies to free yourself from the weight of outside judgment. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom rings true when it comes to the influence of others in our lives. We often can't control the opinions or actions of those around us, but we can control how much we let it affect us. So why do we care so much? The answer lies in our biology. As human beings, we're wired for social connection. Thousands of years ago, being part of a group meant survival, and being cast out often meant death. Today, while our survival isn't dependent on fitting in with every group, the emotional wiring remains. This is why rejection or judgment from others can feel so painful. It triggers that ancient part of our brain that craves acceptance. However, this biological drive can also lead us into dangerous territory, constantly adjusting ourselves to meet the expectations of others, and in the process, losing sight of who we are and what we want. I remember early in my content creation career, I was constantly looking over my shoulder, wondering what my peers thought of my posts, my ideas, or my work. Every piece of content I created was filtered through the lens of, will people like this, instead of, does this reflect who I am? This seriously drained me. But once I let go of that need for approval, I felt a massive sense of freedom. The work became better, more authentic, and the audience that resonated with me started showing up. Negative people don't always show up as obvious enemies. Sometimes they're close friends or family members who constantly voice doubts, critique your every move, or project their own insecurities onto you. They might say things like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" or "That's too risky." They may not realize it, but they are slowly planting seeds of doubt into your mind. Studies in psychology show that our environment plays a massive role in shaping our mindset. Being around negative people can significantly reduce your motivation and creativity. In fact, psychologist Dr. Susan Heitler notes that negative people can actually affect your mental health, making you more anxious and less confident in your decisions. You may think you're immune to their influence, but over time, their negativity can wear you down. When I was building my business, I had friends who would constantly question my decisions. They didn't understand the vision and would tell me things like, "That's not going to work," or "You're wasting time." And also the never-changing, "Get a real job." It wasn't until I distanced myself from these voices that I truly started making progress. Surrounding myself with people who believed in growth, who inspired me. It's hard, but sometimes you have to make tough decisions to limit or remove negative influences from your life. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." This is a powerful reflection on how much we let others control our emotions and decisions. But the truth is, No one is living your life but you. Letting go of outside judgment is the only way to truly experience freedom. One way to start letting go of outside judgment is to shift your perspective. Ask yourself, whose life am I living? Theirs or mine? This reframing can help you regain your sense of control. Another powerful technique is called the 5-year rule. When you're stressed about what someone thinks or says about you, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Most of the time, the answer is no. This helps you put things in perspective and focus on what really matters, your long-term goals. As a content creator, I've had my fair share of negative comments and criticism. It's part of the process. Early on, a few bad comments could ruin my day. But I realized that the more I focused on the negative, the less I created. Over time, I learned to use that negativity as fuel. Every negative comment became an opportunity to refine my message or ignore it entirely and move forward. Building resilience in this way has been crucial in allowing me to continue growing my brand and message. Negativity, whether from others or from within, will always be there. The key is to build mental resilience. This means getting comfortable with discomfort and learning to thrive in spite of it. You can do this by practicing gratitude, focusing on what's going right in your life instead of what's going wrong. Another powerful tool is meditation. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn to observe negative thoughts and emotions without being controlled by them. I love this quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. It's a reminder that you control how much influence other people have over your self-worth and decisions. You can choose to let negativity in, or you can choose to block it out. So how do you shift from being concerned with others to focusing on your own growth? It starts with setting clear goals. Once you know what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to block out distractions and negativity. Write down your goals, whether they're personal, professional, or creative, then break them into actionable steps. When you're working towards something concrete, other people's opinions start to matter less. For those of you who are building a personal brand or business, it's essential to focus on your vision, not what others think you should be doing. Success comes from staying consistent with your goals, not from trying to please everyone. Take the feedback that helps you grow, but ignore the noise that pulls you away from your path. One of the biggest turning points for me was when I started setting monthly goals for my business and content creation. Instead of being reactive to what people said or did, I stayed focused on my own benchmarks. It transformed my productivity and my confidence. I was no longer second guessing myself because I had a clear direction. And that's the key. When you know where you're going, the negative opinions of others become irrelevant. At the end of the day, the only life you can truly live is your own. Stop worrying about others' opinions, cut out negativity, and focus on your own growth. Whether you're a content creator, an entrepreneur, or simply someone working on self-improvement, your path is your own, and no one else will walk it for you. Remember, the more you focus on your goals and passions, the less time you'll have to worry about what others are doing. You'll find that your energy is better spent on growth, on learning, and on becoming the best version of yourself. So let go of the negativity, embrace your path, and trust in your journey. As always, value learning, keep growing, and success will come. Peace.